What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Alex. We're back at it again. Man, talk about the first round, man. Cavaliers. Move on to the second round. Let's go, Bron. And the most important, let's go Cavaliers. But anyway, Spurs swept the Grizzlies. OKC is playing right now. I think most likely they're gonna win that series. Hopefully they win tonight. Clippers. They're supposed to face the Blazers tonight, and hopefully this series should be 3-1. They should get this win because I really want them to go to the second round. Who else? Who else? Hornets. They just beat the Heat. They tied the series 2-2. Yesterday, the Celtics beat the Hornets. I'm about to say Hornets, the Hawks, and they tied that series 2-2. So yeah, the first round has been really interesting. But man, this topic, this title. Stephen Curry, the MVP. Now, if y'all was watching that game yesterday, no, before even that, Steph Curry, for years, he had problems with his ankle. This is nothing new. He has history of his ankles being hurt, being swelling, right? So, I think it was I believe it was game 1. His ankle, something happened, and his ankle just gave up on him. And he didn't play game 2. Warriors still won. He didn't play game 3. And the Rockets ended up winning that series. Game 4 he played, and people say he was 100%, but we all know you can't be 100%. After that, I mean, you may look fine now, but he went 1 for 6, 1 for 7. That's not Steph Curry. That's not the MVP that we all witnessing. And then during was about to go to the halftime, Steph Curry slipped on a slippery floor. Now we all know his ankle was already hurt, but when he slipped and the way how he landed, it just made it everything worse. It made everything work. He shouldn't play game 4. He shouldn't play game 4. Something was telling me Steph Curry shouldn't play game 4. But, you know, Steph Curry, he wants to win. I get it. But sometimes you don't want to take any risk. You don't want to risk anything or yourself getting hurt. And that's what happens. He got hurt. Game 4. Floor slippery. And a lot of people was making excuses. Listen, you're running back and forth, right? You're running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're sweating. Sweat, tears is coming out your jersey. Teardrops is coming out the floor. So, of course, he's going to, the floor is going to be wet, regardless, all right? So, people was making all excuses. Someone said somebody threw water, making all these excuses. Listen, you're running back and forth on that court. Back and forth, back and forth. You're doing this all the time. Yeah, you're going to be sweating like crazy. Teardrops are going to be dropping on the floor. So, yeah, it happens. And that's why you have Ty Boy who's going to be wiping the floor. So, what Steph Curry did, his ankle was already messed up. And when he slipped on the floor, it made it even worse. And he was out for that game. And even though, the Warriors, they still won that series. The series 3-1. And they're supposed to face the Rockets tomorrow at Golden State. Steph Curry's out for 2 weeks. With, I think it was an MCL sprain. But here's his article. Warriors point guard Steph Curry underwent an MRI on his right knee this morning. And it revealed a grade 1 MCL sprain. According to the team, Curry will be re-elevated in 2 weeks. Let's see here. Curry suffered the injury on the final play of the first half of Sunday's Game 4 over the victory after he slipped over a wet spot caused by Dante's Mahunas falling to the floor. Wherever you say it is, how you say his name. Let's see. This is probably the best result the Warriors could have realistically hoped for. They should easily dispatch the Rockets without Curry. Game 5 is at home, and they beat the Rockets by 27 in the second half last night after learning Curry wouldn't return, and there's a decent chance that the Blazers series go long, giving Curry additional time and rest. They also avoid the Spurs and Dutta in the next round. They can't best. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I think Curry should not play game 4. He shouldn't play game 4. But he wanted to win, which I understand. But I think if Klay Thompson, Draymond Green got your back, he shouldn't play. He should have played, if you ask me. He should have played. Because you're dealing with injury. I know he's fine, but you know, you don't want to take any risk. And the fact that he played game 4 just made everything worse. You slip on wet floor. Now you torn your what is it? MCL, something like that. It just made everything worse. So now there's chances. I'm not saying they will. Maybe it could happen because I'm not surprised if the Rockets can actually catch up to this series. They can actually tie this series because now Steph Curry's out for 2 weeks, and it's gonna look crazy on their part because now the pressure's on the Warriors because we all know they broke the record and they were supposed to win the championship this year. Steph Curry's not 100%. Hurt his ankle in the first, pretty much in the first round. He hurt his ankle in game 1. Game 2, game 3, rest. Game 4, slip on a wet floor. It just made everything worse. So now he's out for 2 weeks. All prayers for Steph Curry. And I don't know, man. I don't think the Warriors ain't gonna last this long. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Warriors fan. I ain't a Warriors fan, but I don't think this series ain't gonna last long for the Warriors because they're not winning without Steph. They're not winning without Steph. And I will not be surprised if the Rockets tie this series. Because remember, if you go back to last year, Clippers, I think the series was 3-1. Clippers had a series right there in the bag until they choked. So I wouldn't be surprised if Rockets out of nowhere just start scoring on them and they tie the series. They did with the Clippers last year. They could do it this year. I don't know, but there's chances. I think the Warriors still gonna win, but now they have to worry about the Blazers and the Clippers. Most likely the Clippers. I think the Clippers are gonna go to the second round and they're gonna face the Warriors. And yeah, Steph Curry probably might be back by then, but they saying that he might be out for 2 weeks or even more. So we don't know. We don't know his update on his knee. Because they say he's out for 2 weeks, but it could be even more for 2 weeks. It could be more for 2 weeks. They saying it could be a month. I don't know if that's true, but they saying he's gonna be out for 2 weeks. So I don't know. And if he does come back, is he gonna be the same? I don't know. Because I don't think they ain't gonna get far if Steph Curry's not 100%. And they're supposed to face the Clippers, most likely. It's going to be tough for them. And even if they do get past the Clippers, you got to face all the Spurs and other. So that's going to be even more tough for them. So I don't know, man. This playoff has been really crazy, man. I'm just watching these games. And Steph Curry, they messed up. See, they should have just rested throughout that, pretty much throughout the end of the season. They should have just rested right there. But they want to chase that record. They was too thirsty. They was just too thirsty chasing that record. And now look, now Steph Curry's hurt. Now he's dealing with injuries. Now he's gonna be out for 2 weeks or even more. We don't know what the procedure on him, so it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, man. I don't know what to say, but prayers for Steph Curry. I don't know if the Warriors are gonna last long. Maybe they will. Who knows? But let me know what you think in the comments. This is your boy Alex, man. Subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you next video. Deuces.